I believe this election it's going to be a photo finish.
It seems this campaign everyone's a photographer. You know, if you've got a phone, you've got a camera. And so as a photojournalist on this campaign, I've suddenly got competition everywhere I look. And so my response to that was to do what we've always done and capture the moment and work in the quality end of the spectrum with all the authenticity and integrity that's required there. But I thought if I can't beat them on the speed game, I may as well match them at least with my eye and, you know, a bit of a cynical view of the campaign. So I too am now photographing everything with my iPhone, but I'm very selective about what I'm trying to say there. So I'm not trying to capture the moment of what the Prime Minister's up to, but it's the periphery that I'm finding utterly fascinating this campaign. And in fact, it's informing my press photography for the paper. It's put me in this present tense. And in a way, that's what photography is. You have to be in the moment. And I think my photography's improved because of it. So when I get off the bus now, I'm constantly scanning the scene, not only for the news picture of the day, but these iPhone pictures, which are sort of a Polaroid commentary. I've chosen the Polaroid format as an app on the phone because that was the original instant picture. You know, used to take crazy photos with the instant film that was quite revolutionary in the 70s. And so in a way I'm paying homage to that film culture, but also that instant sharing. So it was quite an easy fit for me when I discovered this app and that you could yield great pictures. There's only certain things that will work for this series on the iPhone. It can be the light, it can be the texture, it can be the content. When I see something, it's like, wow, that'll look great on the iPhone. But in the back of my mind, my main role here is, you know, as press photography, and for that you need the lens selection and the motor drive and the manual control that my work cameras yield me. But there are moments, usually when the Prime Minister's giving a doorstop or before she arrives or after she leaves, where the pressure to document the news is less profound. And it's in those sort of off moments that I turn my iPhone on, and I've been pleasantly surprised with the type of things I can capture. So in a press conference, instead of just photographing Julia Gillard the whole time, I can turn my attention to the reporters, the sound, you know, this sort of machine that is the media. But also around that is the security detail, which often yields really bizarre images.
And if I can use a footy analogy, there are times when the coach says to the players, play safe, lock it down, short passes, keep possession of the ball. I think we've been playing our election campaign like that. But you see the best of the players when they're really going for it. I'm going to be really going for it now.
Photographing Julia Gillard every day, as we've done for so long now, you kind of get in the rhythm. And that's, I guess for some might be a dangerous thing of Stockholm Syndrome, too close to her, but I find it really useful. Because not only do I get to learn her mannerisms, I get to learn when she drops her guard. And there was one frame that I got in a lift where she wasn't really aware that I was there. And so it was like a chink in her armour that finally I was able to steal a frame, perhaps of the real Julia Gillard. Because things are so stage managed, you really are trying to crack through that spin. That's your chance. Gillard's minders know that she photographs well, so they're quite happy to facilitate pictures. That's why it's called a PIC-FAC, picture facilitation. There is a focus on television, but they're wary of television because for them it's about the grab. They're trying to catch something that Julia says, but with photography it is about the image. So we do, you know, kind of get okay access and I think a level of respect. You know, of course, we do that without fear or favour, but I've noticed a shift from previous Prime Ministers where she's quite close to where we're standing and what we're doing, which in some cases helps us get a picture, but in a way that's often the picture that we don't want to take. So it's always a dance between the photographers and the politician.